how to improve your quotations. Hello, it's John, it's Marketing for Owners, a podcast, the place where we show you how to create your own self-marketing company. A company that markets itself while you can get busy or unbusy doing the things you should be doing or the things you'd prefer to be doing. Doesn't that sound cool? And by the way, if I haven't mentioned it before, we have this all mapped out now in a completely free course. By free, that means no credit card, no phone number, no address, just delivered to you every day by email into your inbox in little short bursts of video with explanations on everything. Go to freemarketingcourse.co and that's it. Just sign up and it comes to you, and in 12 days you know how to do all of this. So freemarketingcourse.co. Go on. No risk. And by the way, if you don't like it, there's an unsubscribe button at the bottom of every single email, every single day. Go for it. Now, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, quotations. So what I'm talking about here is quotations to your clients, your customers, clients, potential clients. I'm going to assume that at some point in your business, you will have to send out a quote to a customer. They want a price, they've had a survey, you've recommended something, they're a potential client, you want to change their pricing, who knows? And that means it has to be right. You get one chance because first impressions count. And when they open that envelope or they open that attachment to the email, or whatever it is, the way you deliver it, and they look at it, it has to be right. That was your chance. Don't blow it. Now, in my previous business, so of course you probably know I run fireprotectiononline.co.uk. In my previous business, which was called Triangle Fire Protection, for those of you that wish to know, we used to send out quotations to people, and we used to install fire extinguishers, fire alarm systems. They were quite complicated and required quite a detailed quotation. But we had a certain style and we won a lot of them. So here are some tips that I used that enabled me to sell my business, which was about 12 years ago, for a sum that had 6 zeros on the end of it. Yeah, woohoo! Lucky John. But it's down to tips like this. So first of all, when somebody gets a quote from you, you have to be confident of your price. You do not have to be the cheapest, right? You have to appeal to them. So you need to remember that they are going to be getting prices from other people. So don't worry about the competition. Only one of you can be the cheapest, and it is not always the cheapest that gets the order. Sometimes it can be the more expensive, but what you've got to get across to the customer is the value. It's not price you're selling on, it's the value to them. What is the benefit to them? Why should they buy it from you instead of from somebody else? The other thing that you need to realize is that when they open up your quotation, the first thing they want to know is the price. Okay? So please don't hide it down the end and fluff and fill and write page after page of stuff, because we're all just going to flick through it, flick down to the end to where we can find the price. So be brave and start with the price. So if it is Dear Mr. Smith, quotation for project XYZ. I understand, thank you for the time and courtesy you gave us for presenting you with this quotation. And I understand you're busy and you probably want to just simply know what the price is before anything else. So here it is. Our cost to complete this project is X, plus tax, plus whatever. Now let me explain why our quotation offers the best value to your business and to you. And you can then present what you were going to present. But first of all, you've just saved them the effort. Now, these little psychological things, and oh, by the way, sorry about the, what was it, aeroplane? Sounds a bit buzzy, doesn't it? I'm outside in the garden, no airport. Actually, no airport anywhere near here, so who knows what that is. But so these little psychological things sink into the brain and they think, oh, honesty, trust, things like that. Now, that's one. When you are creating your price, do not round it up. Do not round it down. So say if you're, I don't know, offering a quotation that ends up as £4,000 or $4,000, you think it's nice and easy to do that, and building contractors, people, big jobs, they tend to do this. What we found was that we came up with an exact price. So instead of being £4,000, our price would be £4,017.81, something like that. What that suggests is that you've actually worked it out. You've actually calculated a price. You've really worked it out. You haven't, if it says £4,000, it just suggests that it was, well, that's 3,800, let's just round it up to 4. It's just plucked out the air. There's no way you added it up and calculated it and it came to exactly that. They're not going to think, oh, he's rounded it up, he's rounded it down. And please avoid the temptation to say £3,999.99 or 97. In internet marketing terms, everyone thinks 97 is the best one. Just don't do that. We used to put it slightly up. Again, confidence. And this really, really works. We have people actually mention that you seem to be the only person that have worked out an exact price. How about that? Isn't that cool? So that's another tip. These things work. Honestly, they work. Another thing is if it involves a lot of products. So let me give you an example. For a fire alarm system, in a business, you'd have a fire alarm panel, the bit that you press, or it's got the key in near the door. You've got smoke alarms on the smoke detectors on the ceiling. You've got the little fire alarm call points, the little red break glass or pull down the lever ones. You've got bells or electronic sounders. You've got the cable. You've got the installation labour, commissioning, the design. There's probably other bits and pieces and all this. Now, quite often I'd see quotes from colleagues, from competitors that would say 24 smoke detectors at, I don't know, £41 each equals a total of, and then they break down this and it'd say 200 metres of cable at 15 hours of installation labour at, and it would give all the individual prices. What would happen then is, because we used to do this in the old days, because we just followed the industry norm, people used to phone up and say, well, yeah, that's all great, but the third line, I've had a price from someone else and they can do that cheaper. And it's just the way they allocate the cost, but you explain that and they don't care, so you have to drop that part. So what we ended up doing was we explained everything that was in it, we gave a list, and then we just gave the total price at the end. And if the client asked for a breakdown, we explained it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. The margin is the same on everything. It simply, and we used to explain why and come up with a reason why we cannot break down the price, because it's not a simple case of being able to remove one item to make it cheaper. It's the whole, it's all or nothing. That's what we do. So all this stuff creates confidence. The final one is wherever in your quotation it says we or I, try and remove that and replace it with you. Because when you say we or I, it's talking about features, the features of your product or your service. The client's not interested in you, they're interested in them and what's in it for them and the benefit to them. So you can reword things as benefits. For example, we have in our fire extinguishers, we have a 3-litre fire extinguisher, which instead of the normal big 2-gallon or 9-litre ones, a feature would be saying, this is 3 litres, so it's lighter and more effective than its comparison 9-litre size. But that's a feature, that's just explaining everything that it does that it has. But from the customer wants to know, what difference does that make to them? From their point of view, we would say, with a 3-litre extinguisher, your staff, whether they have, who may have back problems or be pregnant or could have difficulty lifting the 15 kilogram 9-litre one, with this, they have no problems and it cannot create any injuries. Anybody can use it and they can still be safe and guaranteed and confident in a fire situation, something like that. So try and convert it. If you are sending it as an email, send it as an attachment and try and convert it to a PDF. Now it is Tuesday, so it's a toolbox tip. There is a website which is for another free thing. You know, I always give you the free ones because that's what we like. And it is called printfriendly.com. Just checking that. And you won't have to pay. You won't have to pay a penny, but so write out your document. And then you just convert it. It's just free, it's online. It tells you what to do. Just click a button, converts it to a PDF. And what happens is the PDF cannot be altered. Imagine if you send a Word document, someone can edit it. It's as easy. A PDF also attaches just better. It looks neater. Anyway, just do it. Printfriendly.com, my Tuesday toolbox tip. And that's how we do our quotations. And that should earn you another couple of clients. Try it, let me know how you get on. And tomorrow, remember, Ray Edwards, the copywriting expert, is on. And I'll be back chatting to you about other bits and pieces on Thursday. See you then.